Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, we'll be discussing the 1946 film, The Beast with Five Fingers. It's basically a killer hand movie. Excuse me. Starring Peter Lorre. Of course, this film was really kind of a creepy movie. And it's surprising this movie is an hour and a half long for a film like this. Because usually that time a horror movie at that time was barely an hour and 20 minutes, if that. And this one is an hour and a half. So it's like 10 minutes longer than the usual horror film at that time. Like I said, so it's Peter Lorre, and at first he was not the real main character at first. He becomes the main character later on in the film. Basically what this movie is about this old disabled guy who only had one hand. His other hand was cut off. And you find out whatever happened to that hand. You find out at the end of this movie. What happened is Peter Lorre was a guy who liked to do research in the disabled man's library. He has all the books he has all these rare books that he needed to do his research. And the research he was doing was people who had disabilities, who lost an arm, a leg, or in this case a hand, and to see if their hand could actually do anything with. So it's basically what the early part of the film is. And they have this nurse, and the disabled man had this nurse who wanted to leave him because the old man is such a pain in the ass, such a piece of garbage to work for, and she wanted to quit. And this younger guy says, "Oh, why don't you quit anyway? Well, if I quit, he'll die." You know. And this one night, she does leave. She goes out for the night, and something happens to the guy. He dies. He falls down a flight of stairs and dies. And the rest of the movie, this hand, just this hand comes out, and starts choking people out and killing them because his hand is so strong. He's able to kill people just by using his one hand, choke somebody out. And that's pretty much what happens for the rest of this movie. And Peter Lorre is going, "It's the hand! It's the hand! It's the hand! It's going people! Look, it's the hand! It's going after people!" And and Peter Lorre is running around, warning people about the hand. And at first, nobody believes him, and then they came, and the nurse who inherited the old guy's estate finally believes him and says, "Hey, yeah, I saw the hand." But meanwhile, the actual hand, remember I said earlier with the guy's hand, whatever happened to it, it had to be in the safe. The guy's hand that they lost was amputated, was in the old man's safe. But whose hand was it that was crawling around the mansion killing people? I mean it's like a real kind of like a almost like a Twilight Zone episode in this thing. Where did this hand come from? And then it turns out it was all in Peter Lorre's mind. This hand running around killing people, believe it or not. I mean, it was really a crazy little plot twist. And it was like one thing that you kind of saw coming, but not really. It is a stereotypical plot twist for a horror movie of this type when it comes from Peter Lorre's mind. But it's also not. It's also you really didn't see that coming. You expected it was, the missing hand from the old guy that died, going around getting revenge on people. That would have been a better plot twist than something coming from Peter Lorre's mind. I mean that would have been better if the kids stuck with that plot twist. And of course, at the end of the movie, I should point this out. I mean, this thing got annoying at the end of this movie, where the cop of the film, the police officer for the film, talks directly to the audience and says, "Oh, it's so stupid," because first he pretends to run out of the house because the lights go out. It's like a haunted house type thing. Well, I'm glad this house really isn't haunted, and because they solved the crime. It was from Peter Lorre's mind, controlling this hand and stuff. And so the cop goes, "Oh, glad this house really isn't haunted." The lights go out, and he runs out of the house. And he turns around to the camera, and faces the camera, and he goes, "Well, I was going to tell you this, but it's so so made up. So it's not really true." And hand goes out, text people, and so it's all made up. And then they add the extra twist when the hand goes after the guy, and then he runs out. I mean, that's to play a joke on the audience. And it's kind of like something like Castle would do. Peter or William Castle would do something like that. But it's not a William Castle movie though. But it's something that he would have done. At the time, in the 50s and 60s, it was something he would have done. A joke like that at the end of this movie. But this movie was way, way, way creepy throughout the whole film until the joke scene at the end of the film. But Peter Lorre was good as usual. He always plays these creepy characters anyway throughout his whole career, from Casablanca and was his most famous role in this film. So that's my movie review of The Beast with Five Fingers. Please click on the video, please rate it, please subscribe to my channel, please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews on my YouTube channel at rallyc.com. That's all WDY. And that's C.com. That's the whole page of Rally Reviewer, Chris Lee Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.